Pull up again. In the back of the Benz. I wanna put Meriton on the tent. I wanna see the reflection. I'm the best dressed at the Met. Whoever her dress, I know how to dress.
At home in Utah, the Jazz never fail to go out of their way to look good and their best. Welcome, maybe the best day of the... And on paper, Craig, this might seem like a potential blowout.
Here we go.
But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert. Then there's Irving. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Bailey passes to Calvin. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Markkanen for three. That shot off the mark. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Joe finds Irving. And it falls over the rim and in. Irving's got the first points up on the board for the Mavs.
Irving just so dynamic on offense, guys. A million ways he can hurt you.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening.
Oh!
My goodness. Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Bailey, the three. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their fourth try.
It's Joe on the wing. The tray. Utah with the rebound. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Drills it from outside.
Isaiah Joe, a sweet shooter, folks. That three ball is on point.
For Utah, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randle has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover. You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Irving. Got a hand on it. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. That one drops for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. The Mavericks also with a sub. Washington's checked in. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. 9-point game his last outing. George passes to Collier. Picked by Markkanen. Lets the three fly. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Jazz with possession. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
And it's Collier missing. Dallas leading by 10. And it's sent back by Kessler.
This guy is a constant threat on the defensive end. Send it back, Walker.
Pass to Filipowski. Markkanen with it. Shot to stop the run. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the middle. Here's Randall. Here's Gobert. Now Irving. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Dallas making a switch here. Marshall's checked in.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out. I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And finish off by Nurkic.
That's just about size right there. Big Nurk, get up and get down.
Here's Randall. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The three from George. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Now, here is Irving. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for the Jets. Bailey, number 13.
Pass to Bailey. Charity stripe shot. He can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 5. From the Delta Center, it's the And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Filipowski's out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the point guard position. That's the group right now for Utah.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Jazz trail by 7. Inside, Filipowski. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Filipowski's got his first 2 points of the night. Pass to Marshall. This one for 3. Rebounded by Bailey. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Williams. The Mavericks pull it in. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Joe passes to Washington. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bailey's got 7.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. That 3 off the mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Joe. Buries it from 3-point range. Joe's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
He's looking for Williams and finds him. Takes a shot at the elbow, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Anderson. And nothing is falling for him right now. Joe with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Joe can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Williams. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Will Harding calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Boston. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for the Mavericks, they've just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
1:14 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Collier. Nothing on the board.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Irving kicks to Randall. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Collier. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's Irving missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Gobert with the block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
And it's off from three-point range. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 16. Here's Bailey, covered by Joe. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
A three-pointer is right on target. Joe's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Mavs. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Mavericks lead by 19. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Utah Jazz.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
Some great options in there. In fact, these guys might compete for all-star spots for the next few years. That's a big leap, Kenny. 1 or 2 of them, maybe, but most guys don't ever get to that level.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Jazz gave us some information. He informed me that the knee was bent slightly backwards and is indeed hyperextended, but that there does not appear to be any structural damage. These early season injuries are tough to come back from, and it'll force them to change the rotation. They'll have to switch up all of those off-season plans. We'll see what changes they make. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Isaiah Joe. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Kyrie Irving.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Randle with the bucket.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Bailey passes to Collier. It's stolen by Gobert. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Bailey. And here is Markkanen. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
There's a lot to deal with when you're talking about Markkanen. This guy is skilled at 7 feet, can put it on the deck. This guy's just a very difficult guy to guard.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Dallas leading by 21. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Shams, we really appreciate the update. We know how detailed you are. Thanks so much. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Bailey. He's got 9. And Lauri Markkanen with the 3. Markkanen's got 6 here in this quarter.
And how about the response by Markkanen? Made 3 on one end, he comes right back for his own team. Love it.
And a wide open look for Irving. Randall. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bailey. Gobert with the defensive effort. Dallas leading by 23. Irving surveying the floor. Over Kessler. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 13.
Yeah, that's just a master of understanding pick and roll and how to develop a quality shot. Such a dangerous guy in those sets.
Pass to Bailey. It's stolen by Gobert. Randall with the ball. Now defended by Markkanen. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Washington's checked in for Dallas.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's the Jazz now. Kessler passes to Filipowski. Now here is George. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kessler in the post. Gobert on him. 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Here's Sensabaugh. The Jazz with another miss.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. Julius Randle is second.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
The Jazz making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Irving. Pass to Washington. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That'll be his second foul of the game. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Walker Kessler. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. The 3 from George. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Anderson. Outside for George. From 17 feet out, the Jazz with another miss. The Mavericks have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And here's George for 3. Hits it from three-point range. George has got his second basket of the night.
Stop on a dime, pull up and get into your jump shooting motion. Go ahead, Keontae.
Irving misses.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's good by Sensabaugh.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Driving to the basket. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, my goodness. Great timing on the rejection by Nurkic. Such good defense there.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The second effort. No good at the rim. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Filipowski. He's out there with Nurkic, and it's Anderson in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Joe passes to Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
The rebound by Anderson. Utah shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Williams with the defensive effort. And Randall has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He knows every possession is critical now. The Jazz making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in. Randall. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
Fires from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he drives in. The Mavericks pull it in.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Williams a screen. No one near Randall as he lets it go. It's good from long range.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Floats one up. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive. Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Dallas moving the ball around from deep Washington.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And that one drops.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Down low. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
With the drive. Pass to Nurkic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, opportunistic in the dribble drive by Julius Randle. Give him a lane, and he will force you to hit him.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. And then for Dallas, Christie's checked in for Najee Marshall. And it's Hardy in for Isaiah Joe. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Collier, that's good. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Here's Randle. Drops one in from the wing. Randle's got 27 points.
Boy, when we talk about guys taking that step, improving their game, Julius Randle, the example of this. He worked so hard on that jump shot.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Dallas.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Julius Randle.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Dallas making a switch here.
Caleb Martin Williams.
54 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Williams. It's Williams, high post. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, he almost has to foul.
Dallas making a switch here. Christie's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Name a type of shot. Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls.
Shooting for Dallas, Williams.
And Williams drops them both. Here's Bailey. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Williams gets the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.